lab junction microprocessor visible single beam spectrophotometer model LJ1305. Then this spectrophotometer wavelength range is 320 to 1020 nm. Path length facility 10 mm to 50 mm. We have two types of microprocessor visible single beam spectrophotometer. One is model LJ1305, this one, and this path length facility is 10 nm to 50 nm, and in model LJ1306 path length facility is 10 nm to 100 nm facility. Now this instrument is model LJ1305. A spectrophotometer is an instrument that measures the amount of light absorbed by a sample. Spectrophotometer techniques are mostly used to measure the concentration of solutes in solution by measuring the amount of the light that is absorbed by the solution in a cover placed in the spectrophotometer. The spectrophotometer technique is to measure light and intensity as a function of wavelength. It does this by diffracting the light beam into a spectrum of wavelengths, detecting the intensities with a charge-coupled device, and display the result as a graph on the detector and then on the display device. In the spectrophotometer, a prism or grating is used to split the incident beam into different wavelengths. By suitable mechanisms, waves of specific wavelengths can be manipulated to fall on the test solution. The range of the wavelength on the incident light can be as low as 1 to 2 nm. The spectrophotometer is useful for measuring the absorption spectrum of a compound, that in the absorption of light by a solution at each wavelength. Applications. Major applications of spectrophotometers: detection of concentration of substances, detection of impurities, structure, elucidation of organic compounds, monitoring dissolved oxygen content in fresh water and marine ecosystems, characterization of proteins, detection of functional groups, respiratory as gas, always in hospitals, molecular weight determination of compounds. Visible spectrophotometer may be used to identify class of compounds in both the pure state and in biological preparations. This is our instrument. All views. Back view. control is there. Wavelength control. You can adjust your wavelength from this wavelength knob. Sample chamber. Now this is position 1. Two, 3, 4. You can place 4 covers. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is black dummy or dark rent. If you remove this chamber, you can place 50 mm cover there. If you place there, you can place 10 mm only. This is the complete overview. This is the main display. With this instrument, supplied accessories are glass covers, four numbers. These covers have path length 10 mm. 10 mm, 4 glass covers. Mm. RS-232 interface cable to import results from spectrophotometer to PC via hyperlink terminal. Power code, standard solution CuCl2 for calibration in concentration mode or factor mode. (60 ppm concentration). Instruction manual. Instruction manual. All instructions how to operate the instrument, all are mentioned in this. Factor calculation, calibration certificate, warranty card, for 1 year, dust cover to protect the instrument from dust, all the accessories for spectrophotometer, all are supplied with the instrument. Now, how to operate the spectrophotometer model LJ1305? a precaution is there. Precaution is always use 0.5 kVA stability for power. Always use 0.5 kVA CVT stabilizer to protect the spectrophotometer. Now I am switch on the instrument from the back side control. Now first set your wavelength. I am setting 500 like this way. As per your application, you have to set your desired wavelength. My wavelength is now 500 nm. Now this is the sample compartment. Slide controller is there. So you can adjust your sample holder position. Now this is at position 1. Completely inserted this. Now this is position 1, 2, 3, 4. You can place 4 covets at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this is black dummy to set preset 0. If you remove this, you can place 4 50 mm glass covets or 20 mm, 30 mm, 40 mm. Now this is the position 1. On position 1 you have to set dummy. Dark current. Close this. First you have to go to transmission. Press 0% T. First go to transmission mode. And set preset 0 from 0% T like this way. Now this is the blank covet and this is the sample covet. These two sides are opaque. These two sides are opaque, these are visible. Always place on beam side visible like this way. Another position I am placing sample this way. First is on dummy, second is on blank, third is on sample. Now this is position 1. Position 1 on dummy. Now position 2. On position 2, blank cover is there. Position 3, sample cover is there. Position 4, again sample cover is there. Now this is at position 1. Press 100% transmission. Now this is at dummy. See. Now I am go to position 2. Press 100%. If transmission is 100%, then absorbance is, go to absorbance mode, 0. Now position 3, this is the sample. This is the dummy. Dummy, blank, sample. This is the sample absorbance and this is the sample transmission. For concentration mode, you have to feed factor. Suppose your standard solution is 60 ppm. Suppose your standard solution is 60 ppm. Then calculate its factor. How to calculate factor? Factor is equal to concentration value in ppm of standard and absorbance of standard. Concentration value of standard solution divided by absorbance of standard solution, like this way. Now our absorbance is 0.532 and we have to calculate concentration. Then feed known value of concentration in spectrophotometer. After feeding known value of concentration in spectrophotometer automatically shows the unknown values, direct putting the sample in the sample compartment. For this, first you have to go to factor mode. Your standard solution value is 60 ppm. Then factor is equal to concentration of standard value divided by absorbance of standard value. That is, now if we have to calculate, that is 112. Then feed value. This you have to increase, this you can decrease. Our factor value is 112. Up. One 112. Now go to concentration mode. Directly shows the concentration value 59.5. Again go to factor mode. If I am feeding 113, direct 60.1. Now spectrophotometer is calibrated in concentration mode. Now you can insert unknown samples in the sample compartment and direct take your results in concentration mode. Now we are doing with test with 50 ml cover. Removing this. This is the position 1. On position 1, dummy is there. Go to transmission mode. Press 0% transmission for preset 0 or dark current, like this way. Now I am removing this jack. "50 mm path length covered. These two are visible side. These sides are opaque. Now spectrophotometer beam on this way. So always keep on visible side in this way. This is the sample. Visible, opaque. See clearly. First is on dummy, blank sample. You can also, one sample is there. You can also. Now, in this way, you to go to first position. Blank. Next position, sample is there. Now go to this way. Now this is transmission. Plus 100% transmission. Now transmission is 100%. If transmission is 100%, then absorbance is 0. That means if 100% light transmits, then optical density or absorbance is 0. Now this is the sample. Again, you see there, seeing you. Sample. .851. This is the absorbance of sample. This is factor. This is concentration. You have to feed only factor value in the spectrophotometer and go to concentration mode. You find concentration values on concentration mode automatically. Only feed factor value in spectrophotometer. Again I am describing. I am going to see this. This is the dummy. First position blank, second position sample. Now first go to transmission mode. Press 0% T4 preset 0. Now press 100% transmission. This is not doing. Why? I am not placing this. See, this is on the dummy side. So when I go to transmission this way, now pressing 100. Now 100% transmission is there. Now I am going to absorbance mode. Absorbance is 0. If transmission is 100, absorbance is 0. Now go to, suppose your absorbance value is 0 and go to sample. This is the sample. This is the transmission. Concentration factor. Only feed factor. You can find automatically concentration. In this way, you can operate this microprocessor visible single beam spectrophotometer. Check overview. Thanks. For interface cable, RS32 interface socket is there. You can insert the interface cable spectrophotometer to PC and direct import results from spectrophotometer to PC. Thanks.